Deepak, very good having you here today. Pleasure to speak to you. Let's start by talking about Khaitan. What do you guys do here in India? I know you are active in different asset classes. Can you tell us a bit more?
Thank you so much, Gustavo, for having me here. So I am part of Khaitan Co. We are one of the largest law firms in India. Barring criminal law, we are a full-service law firm. I focus primarily on M&A and real estate, and that is why this forum. And we've got a large team who does brick and mortar real estate, present across all the offices, where we have across all the cities where we have offices in. Yeah, and we are pretty active on real estate, across asset classes.
All asset classes.
All asset classes in real estate, whether it's commercial, residential, warehousing, retail, hospitality, data centers. We have been pretty active.
And how comfortable are you guys servicing foreign investors? Do you have a good list of foreign clients?
Yes, absolutely. So it's a healthy mix for us. About, let's say, about 50-55% of our clientele is offshore clientele, and about 45 to 50% forms part of our domestic clientele. The firm is a very old firm. It's more than 112 years old now. So we've got very rich.
Good connections.
Good connections, rich heritage. The managing partner and the family, they know pretty much all the business houses in India. So we've pretty much we've leveraged that really well.
And if you had to give a suggestion or some tips to foreign investors that would like to come to India, 2 or 3 ideas, what would be the main points to be careful about when coming to India?
Sure. So I'll speak specifically about real estate.
Of course.
Real estate is a little complicated compared to some of the other geographies. Just to give an example, if you go to US, the government guarantees title, the land records are all digitized, it's easy to trace. There is lesser disputes in terms of, what the antecedent history is. In India, it's still in the process, I would say. The land records are getting digitized. The government does not guarantee title. Now, at least we've got insurers coming up who are providing insurance on real estate transactions. So it's a bit complicated, one, from land acquisition standpoint. Second, even approval standpoint. While we have grown tremendously because we have seen a lot of foreign capital coming in, and that has kind of corporatized the sector a lot. So it's growing, but one big suggestion will be to find the right partner.
Right.
It's not easy to set up shop alone.
You need to understand the local market, right? Find your way.
Absolutely.
Probably takes too long if you are on your own.
Yes, and you want to make more mistakes. I presume. Yeah.
Makes sense. And when it comes to real estate, where do you see, you are always in touch with everybody, you read a lot about the market, you are part of the market. Where you see the best opportunities in the market? Is there any specific location? Is there a asset class that you think that could be more lucrative at the moment?
So right now, warehousing is quite bullish in India. A lot of players have entered warehousing space, and there is a lot of capital flow happening, and demand side is also going quite good. Data center is something which is again very bullish. Office space has been quite bullish for a while now. It's I wouldn't say stagnated. The growth maybe is people are taking a little slow. Maybe not because just necessarily to do with India. It's also because of
the new culture,
macro reasons. Residential, mostly you will see debt. Now because it's an upcycle, we could also see structured debt where you could have some kind of equity kicker. And retail is doing good. Retail now has picked up really well.
Very nice. Final question. You talk to a lot of investors and developers in the market. Is there anything that's keeping everyone awake at night? Or is just good news?
At this stage, I would say it's not like I would say they're keeping them awake, but yeah, there are certain business issues, pricing pressures, margins because of
inflation.
Inflation, too much capital chasing, similar deals. The pricing may not be the right pricing which you like to enter. The margins getting thinner. So I would say there are certain operational challenges, but I won't say there is something which is keeping people up awake.
Perfect. Deepak, thank you very much for your time. Great speaking to you.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Gustavo. Thank you.